Have you ever stopped to wonder, am I truly happy or just keeping myself too busy to notice I'm not? In 2025, happiness can feel like chasing a mirage, lost in the blur of endless notifications, packed schedules, and the pressure to achieve it all. But what if the secret to happiness isn't about chasing more, but discovering less? Here's the truth. Happiness doesn't hide in perfection or possessions. It's in the now, waiting for you in the quiet moments, the simple joys, and the clarity of a peaceful mind. Imagine waking up to lighter days, deeper connections, and a heart free from the weight of stress and clutter. That's not a dream. It's the power of simplifying your life. In today's chaotic world, this means cutting loose what doesn't serve you, be it physical clutter, toxic habits, or emotional baggage, and embracing what truly matters. By practicing mindfulness, slowing down, and living in alignment with your values, you can unlock the joy that's been hiding in plain sight. In this video, we're diving into 10 Buddhist lessons to immediately increase your happiness. These aren't just ideas, they're transformative steps you can take today to simplify your life, let go of attachment, and rediscover the joy that's been waiting for you all along. Happiness isn't about just surviving, it's about thriving. Are you ready to find your peace, reclaim your joy, and start living a truly fulfilling life? Let's begin. Lesson 1. Embrace simplicity for lasting peace. Imagine walking through life carrying a bag filled with stones. Each stone represents something you thought would bring happiness: a shiny gadget, a lingering grudge, or another social obligation. At first, the weight feels manageable, but as the journey continues, exhaustion sets in. The burden isn't from the distance traveled, it's from the unnecessary load you're carrying. Now picture this. You let go of just one stone. The relief is instant. As you release more, your steps feel lighter, your heart freer, and your mind more at peace. This is the transformative power of simplicity. Simplicity isn't about sacrificing joy, it's about uncovering it. Think back to your happiest moments. Were they defined by material possessions, or were they tied to meaningful connections, profound experiences, and inner calm? Almost always, it's the latter. So, how can you invite simplicity into your life? 1. Declutter your space. Start with something small. Pick a drawer or a shelf overflowing with things you no longer use. Sort through it. Keep what adds value and donate the rest. The physical act of decluttering often mirrors an emotional release, leaving you feeling lighter. 2. Declutter your mind. Examine your commitments. Are they aligned with your values or adding unnecessary stress? Practice saying no to things that don't bring joy or growth. 3. Cultivate inner stillness. Set aside a few minutes daily to sit quietly, journal, or meditate. This clears the mental clutter of comparison and overthinking, replacing it with gratitude and contentment. Happiness doesn't come from holding on to more, but from learning to let go. By embracing simplicity, you make room for what truly matters: relationships, inner peace, and the joy of simply being. As the Buddha said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Let this wisdom guide your journey to a lighter, happier life. Lesson 2. Practice mindfulness to anchor your focus. Does your mind ever feel like it's being pulled in 1,000 directions, regretting the past, worrying about the future, and barely noticing the present? In this whirlwind, happiness slips through your fingers. But Buddhism offers a powerful antidote: mindfulness. The Buddha once said, "Be where you are, otherwise you will miss your life." Think about that. How often do we truly experience the moment we're in? Imagine sipping a warm cup of tea. Are you savoring its taste, feeling the warmth, and inhaling its comforting aroma? Or is your mind elsewhere, stuck on a past conversation or a future task? Mindfulness is the art of fully immersing yourself in the now. It transforms ordinary moments, like drinking tea, feeling the sun on your skin, or hearing laughter, into extraordinary experiences. Here's how you can practice mindfulness. 1. Start small. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to simply sitting still. Focus on your breath as it flows in and out. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back without judgment. 2. Choose a daily mindfulness task. Pick one activity, eating, walking, or even washing dishes, and do it with full awareness. Notice the sensations, sounds, and smells. 3. Appreciate the small joys. Pause to admire a sunrise, listen to the rain, or savor a moment of laughter. These small acts of gratitude anchor you in the present and cultivate happiness. Mindfulness isn't just a stress relief tool, it's a way of reclaiming your life. It reminds you that happiness isn't something to chase, it's something you already have, waiting for your attention. Slow down, breathe deeply, and truly see the life unfolding before you. This moment is your life. Don't miss it. Lesson 3. Let go of attachment for inner freedom. Imagine clenching a rope with all your might, pulling until your hands burn. The tighter you grip, the more it hurts, yet you just can't let go. This is the weight of attachment, a relentless hold that ties you to pain and prevents you from stepping forward. Here's a fact to ponder. Scientists have found that holding on to negative emotions increases stress hormones like cortisol, which can physically harm your health. In contrast, letting go reduces stress and boosts overall well-being. Buddhism offers a profound truth. Holding on is believing your happiness exists only in the past. Letting go is opening yourself to the possibility of a brighter future. Attachments, whether to material things, people, or expectations, often feel comforting at first. We believe they define who we are or anchor our happiness. But when they change, disappear, or fail us, that comfort turns into suffering. Think back to a time when you felt heartbroken. Was it the loss itself that hurt the most, or the inability to let go of how things should have been? This resistance to change, to life's natural flow, is where the deepest pain hides. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting or giving up on what matters. It means loosening your grip, accepting the impermanence of life, and allowing space for something new. Imagine a tree swaying in a storm. The branches that refuse to bend snap under pressure, while the flexible ones survive and grow stronger. You too can cultivate this resilience by letting go of rigid attachments. Start small. Identify one thing you're holding on to that no longer serves you. Maybe it's a lingering grudge, an outdated goal, or a physical item gathering dust. Ask yourself, does this add peace to my life, or does it weigh me down? If it's the latter, take a tangible step to release it. Write down the thought and tear it up. Donate the item to someone who needs it more. These simple acts of release create ripples, slowly freeing you from the weight of attachment. Letting go is a practice, not a single act. Every day, you're faced with the choice to hold tight or loosen your grip and trust life's natural flow. As you let go, you'll feel a remarkable shift. The weight of expectations lifts, and you'll find yourself feeling lighter, more at peace. True happiness isn't about controlling everything around you, it's about finding calm within yourself. The future isn't held hostage by what you've lost, it's built on what you're ready to embrace. So, trust this wisdom. Let go, and watch your life transform. Holding on chains you to the past. Letting go sets you free. Isn't it time to embrace that freedom? Lesson 4. Slow down to savor life's beauty. In our fast-paced world, where everything feels like a race against time, it's easy to get swept up in the endless chase towards goals, deadlines, or the ever-growing to-do list. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what am I really running toward? Here's an eye-opening fact. Studies show that people who savor daily experiences report higher levels of happiness and lower levels of stress. Yet most of us speed through life, barely noticing the beauty in the everyday. Buddhist wisdom teaches us something profound. There is more to life than increasing its speed. True happiness doesn't live in how much you achieve, but in how deeply you experience each moment. Imagine a gentle stream flowing through a forest. If you rush past it, it's just water. But if you pause, listen, and watch, you'll notice the sunlight dancing on its surface, the calming sound of water weaving through stones, and the tranquility it brings to your soul. Life is exactly like that. Its beauty reveals itself when you slow down and truly see. Yet, slowing down in a world that worships busyness feels almost rebellious. We often equate success with how much we can cram into a day, leaving ourselves drained, disconnected, and yearning for joy. But here's the irony. Life's richest moments aren't found in the hustle. They exist in the spaces between. It's in the quiet glow of the morning sun pouring through your window, the shared laughter of a loved one, or the comforting warmth of a cup of tea. When you slow down, these seemingly ordinary moments transform into extraordinary experiences. Slowing down isn't about doing less. It's about being fully present in what you do. Start with small changes. Go for a walk in nature but leave your phone behind. Feel the crunch of leaves underfoot, listen to the rustling trees, and take a deep breath. Notice how the world feels different when you're not rushing through it. It expands, revealing its hidden magic. Bring this mindfulness into everyday life. Whether you're savoring a meal, chatting with a friend, or reading a book, give it your undivided attention. Resist the urge to multitask and focus on simply being. Slowing down is how you reclaim the time to appreciate life's beauty. It's where the magic of the present moment, the one place where happiness truly resides, waits for you. Remember, life isn't a race to the finish line. It's a journey meant to be cherished. So, take a step back today. Slow down. Let life unfold its quiet wonders for you. Happiness is already here. You just need to pause long enough to notice.
Lesson 5. Cultivate gratitude. The key to transforming your perspective. Have you ever stopped to think about how often your mind dwells on what's missing? What didn't go right, what you don't have, or what could have been better? It's easy to fall into this trap. But what if the secret to happiness isn't about fixing what's wrong, but appreciating what's already right? Gratitude is that secret, a powerful bridge that shifts dissatisfaction into contentment. As Buddha teaches, happiness does not depend on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think. Imagine walking through a stunning forest, yet your gaze is fixed on the ground, spotting uneven paths, fallen leaves, and tiny imperfections. You completely miss the beauty above, the towering trees, golden sunlight filtering through, and the vibrant life surrounding you. This is how many of us live, laser-focused on what's wrong instead of embracing what's right. Gratitude invites you to lift your eyes and see the beauty that's been there all along. It doesn't erase life's challenges, but it radically transforms how you perceive them. When you focus on what you're thankful for, worries lose their grip and complaints fade. Even in the hardest times, gratitude uncovers hidden blessings, the comfort of a warm blanket, a kind word, or even the strength to endure another day. How to start practicing gratitude. Start small. Every evening, jot down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't need to be monumental. Perhaps it's the aroma of your morning coffee, the sound of laughter, or the way the sun feels on your skin. These moments might seem insignificant, but as you name them, you'll begin to notice a subtle but profound shift.
Your mind rewires itself to seek positivity, making joy more accessible in the everyday. The ripple effect of gratitude. Gratitude doesn't just benefit you, it strengthens your relationships. Expressing genuine thanks to someone deepens your connection and reminds you of the love and support that surrounds you. It creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to spread kindness and appreciation. Life will always present challenges, but gratitude teaches you to focus on the light, breaking through the cracks. Each day carries countless blessings waiting to be acknowledged. Happiness isn't about having more, it's about seeing more clearly. Begin today. Look for those small moments of grace, those flickers of beauty. They're not just fleeting pleasures, they're the foundation of lasting happiness. Lesson 6. Live with intention. Align actions with your values. Every day, life bombards you with choices, pulling you in countless directions. The world screams at you to do more, achieve more, and be more. But at what cost? Without intention, it's all too easy to fill your days with endless tasks, while your true priorities quietly fade into the background. Buddhism reminds us of a profound truth. Your purpose isn't to do everything. It's to do what truly matters. Living with intention means aligning your actions with your core values, creating a life of clarity and fulfillment. Picture a gardener tending a plot of land. If they plant every seed they find, the garden becomes chaotic, yielding little. But when they carefully select the right seeds that match the soil and their vision, the garden thrives. Your life is that garden. By focusing on what matters most, you allow your efforts to blossom into something meaningful. The first step to living intentionally is gaining clarity. Ask yourself, what are my core values? Is it family, creativity, health, or making a positive impact? Use these as a compass for your choices. When faced with a decision, pause and ask, does this align with my values? If it doesn't, give yourself permission to say no and redirect your energy toward what truly matters. Start simple. Identify your top 3 priorities and write them down. Then, evaluate your daily actions. Are they supporting these priorities, or are they distractions? For example, if health is a value, are you making time for exercise and mindful eating? If relationships are important, are you prioritizing meaningful connections? Aligning your actions with your values transforms your life from chaotic to purposeful. This isn't about rigid schedules or endless planning. Living intentionally is about creating flow, not restriction. It frees you from the noise of endless choices, allowing you to pursue what resonates with your soul. Each decision becomes an opportunity to honor your values and live authentically. By living with intention, you reclaim your time and energy, focusing on what truly lights you up. The purpose of life isn't to do everything, it's to do what matters most. Let this wisdom guide you toward a life of meaning, where your actions reflect the essence of who you truly are. Lesson 7. Find joy in serving others. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to become consumed by your own struggles and goals. The mind magnifies personal problems, making them feel overwhelming. But have you ever noticed how your burdens feel lighter when you help someone else? Buddhism teaches us, if you light a lamp for someone, it will also brighten your path. Serving others not only uplifts them, but also fills your own heart with joy and purpose. Imagine this. A man, weighed down by his challenges, volunteers at a soup kitchen. At first he's hesitant, distracted by his doubts and worries. But as he serves meals and sees the gratitude in others' eyes, something changes within him. The weight of his own problems fades, replaced by the warmth of connection and meaning. In giving to others, he discovers healing for himself. Helping others shifts your focus from inward struggles to outward compassion. This doesn't mean ignoring your own challenges, but rather expanding your perspective. Generosity creates a ripple effect. A small act, holding a door, offering a kind word, or simply lending a listening ear, can brighten someone's day and, in turn, yours. It's a mutual exchange of light and kindness. You don't need grand gestures to start. Begin with small, intentional acts of kindness. Volunteer for a cause you care about, help a neighbor, or even surprise someone with a thoughtful gesture like a cup of coffee. These moments remind us of the shared humanity that binds us all. Serving others also deepens your connections and brings purpose to your life. In helping someone else find hope, you often find clarity in your own journey. It's a powerful reminder that happiness grows not from accumulating more, but from giving freely. Generosity also fosters gratitude. Witnessing the resilience of others helps you appreciate your own blessings. Happiness is found in connection, not isolation. When you light a lamp for someone, your path brightens as well. So take a moment today to serve others, even in small ways. In lifting others, you'll find yourself lifted too. Lesson 8. Seek inner stillness amidst chaos. Life often feels like a whirlwind, notifications pinging non-stop, endless to-do lists, and the pressure to keep moving forward. Amid this chaos, finding peace can feel like chasing a shadow. But Buddhist wisdom offers a simple truth. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Think of your mind as a lake. On a windy day, its surface is restless, rippling with waves, distorting everything it reflects. But when the wind calms, the lake becomes still, mirroring the sky above in perfect clarity. The same is true for your mind. When you pause and let the storm of distractions settle, stillness reveals the clarity and answers you've been seeking. Stillness is not about running away from your problems. It's about facing life with renewed calm and awareness. Meditation and quiet reflection help untangle the stress and anxiety that modern life wraps so tightly around you. These practices reconnect you with your inner self, the part of you that often gets drowned out in the noise. Here's the beauty. You don't need to retreat to a mountain or an ashram to find this stillness. Even small moments can make a profound difference. Begin your day with just 10 minutes of silent reflection. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When thoughts arise, don't cling to them. Let them float by, like clouds drifting across the sky. This simple practice anchors you in the present moment, creating a calm foundation for your day. As you cultivate stillness, you'll notice the external chaos starts to lose its grip. Stress becomes more manageable, and challenges no longer feel overwhelming. You'll respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. But the magic of stillness doesn't stop there. It allows you to hear what truly matters, the whisper of your intuition, the quiet needs of your heart, and the beauty of everyday moments. In the silence, life's richness unfolds. The world will always be noisy, spinning with demands and distractions. But you have the power to pause, to create moments of stillness, and to let silence be your guide. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Not just peace, but the strength and clarity to navigate life with grace and purpose. So, take a deep breath, step away from the noise, and let the stillness show you the path to a calmer, happier you. Lesson 9. Embrace change as a path to growth. Life flows like a river, constantly moving, shifting, and evolving. Yet so often we find ourselves resisting this flow, clutching onto the familiar for a sense of security. But here's the wisdom Buddhism offers. Change itself isn't painful. It's our resistance to change that causes pain. When you welcome impermanence with open arms and an open heart, you unlock the power to grow, thrive, and find peace amidst uncertainty. Picture a tree during a storm. The rigid branches that refuse to bend under pressure are the ones that break. But the flexible ones, They sway gracefully with the wind, weathering the storm and remaining firmly rooted. Life works in the same way. Resisting change creates tension, but adapting with grace lets you endure and even flourish. Think back to a time when change felt like chaos, a breakup, losing a job, or moving somewhere new. Initially, it may have felt like everything was falling apart. But over time, that same change likely opened doors to new opportunities, connections, or insights you couldn't have anticipated. Here's the beauty of change. While it can be uncomfortable, it often becomes the seed for transformation. Adapting doesn't mean dismissing the discomfort of letting go. It's natural to feel grief for the familiar. But instead of fighting against it, pause and ask yourself, what opportunity lies in this moment? This simple question shifts your mindset from fear to curiosity, allowing you to explore possibilities that might otherwise remain hidden. Start small. The next time something unexpected happens, whether a cancelled plan or an unforeseen challenge, pause, breathe, and look for the silver lining. Over time, you'll discover that even the most daunting changes can bring growth, learning, and renewal. True resilience isn't about avoiding life's storms. It's about finding your balance after being shaken. Change is inevitable, but it's your ability to adapt that determines whether you sink or rise with the tide. Anchor yourself in the present moment and trust that change is not an ending, but a doorway to something new. In Buddhism, the truth of impermanence is not a threat. It's a promise of endless possibilities. By embracing life's ebb and flow, you learn to navigate uncertainty with strength and grace, becoming wiser with every step. So the next time life shifts unexpectedly, lean into it. There's a good chance that the very change you fear holds the key to a new path, waiting for you to discover. Lesson 10. Value relationships over possessions. In a world driven by the pursuit of more success, more possessions, more recognition, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. But Buddhism offers us a timeless reminder. A single rose can be my garden, a single friend, my world. It's not the material things we accumulate, but the relationships we nurture that bring real fulfillment to our lives. Imagine standing at the end of a long, productive day. Maybe you've checked every box, hit your goals, or even achieved a major milestone. Yet, deep down, something still feels missing. It's not until you connect with someone, a shared laugh, a warm embrace, or a meaningful conversation, that you realize what truly nourishes your soul. No amount of possessions or accolades can replace the depth and joy of genuine human connection. Think about the moments that mean the most to you. The laughter over a cup of tea, the unspoken understanding in a quiet glance, or the comfort of a loved one's presence during tough times. These experiences aren't measured by wealth or status. Their value lies in the love and trust they build. When we prioritize our relationships, we're not just creating memories, we're cultivating the true wealth of life. Yet, in today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle, letting work, social media, or the pursuit of validation take precedence over the people who matter most. Buddhism gently reminds us to slow down, to choose presence over productivity and love over materialism. So how can you bring this lesson into your life? Start by intentionally carving out time for those who matter to you. Dedicate even just a few uninterrupted moments each week to someone you care about. Be fully present, put away the phone, forget the to-do list, and simply be. These small acts of connection will fill your life with a richness that no possession ever could. The truth is, the happiness you seek isn't hidden in the things you own, it's in the bonds you build. As Buddhism teaches, when you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you. In the whirlwind of life, let us pause to nurture our relationships and prioritize what truly matters. Simplify your days, live intentionally, and savor the connections that bring meaning to your journey. If this wisdom resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like and share this video, leave your reflections in the comments, and subscribe to Buddhism Philosophy for more timeless teachings. Together, we can embrace a life of mindfulness, simplicity, and enduring happiness.